Last year I started watching a show called Vinland Saga, and to distill the summary of the plot down, the first season is all about revenge, while the second season is about coming to terms with the consequences of your actions and having a heavy conscience. With watching the show, I got all of these stoic memes, sometimes crossing over Vinland Saga, Berserk, and even Vagabond. And one of the most popular memes, or one that came up the most often, was taking Vinland Saga, our main character Thorfinn, putting him in the most distressful situation I've ever seen in my life, and then contrasting that with him at perfect peace. Now, in both situations, the text, "Nothing matters," appears, highlighting that nothing matters can be the most degrading, disappointing, nihilistic way to view the world, or it can be extremely freeing and peaceful. It's all about perspective. I hope you're doing well. This is All Over with Clover, where I take all of our favorite nerdy franchises, anime, video games, and I try to get positive life lessons out of it. And like always, it is sponsored by you hitting subscribe, if you enjoy the video, of course. I have a whole bunch of videos out at this point, mainly on Berserk and Dark Souls, which you should check out after this video. While there's a couple videos I want to make on Vinland Saga, this one is unique because I think that the Nothing Matters narrative meme post thing that has emerged is completely like outside the show. It's just something that people have gotten while watching it. And I think that there is this emotional turmoil that younger people just go through. Look no further than the "it's so over" to "we're so back right now" roller coaster ride that everyone seems to be on. I hope you know what I'm talking about. That was a really big thing like a couple months ago. The feeling of life is pointless, it's so over, we're not coming back from this, only to, in a week, a couple days, or even hours now, that you can feel like we are so back on the game, in your prime, everything is going to be all right. Well, let's talk a little bit deeper about why this nothing matters mentality is terrifying and scary, while also being the most freeing concepts out there. Going back a little bit, I have read Meditations a couple times. I think it's a good book to read. It's just Marcus Aurelius's journal that people have transcribed and put out there as a book that you can follow. Marcus Aurelius being a Roman emperor from years back. Like, we're talking plus 10 years back, boys. Maybe even 20. One of the concepts in Meditations, and I guess just a Stoic philosophy, is that you only have one life. You need to do the best that you can. And things don't really matter in the sense of fame or fortune, because everything is temporary. No matter how influential you are, everything will be forgotten to time. There has been better men than you that have lived adventurous, wonderful lives that we don't even know about anymore. They're gone, disappeared to history. And in a way, that kind of sucks. You're telling me that if I am the best of the best, I am the Michael Jordan of living a normal life, I accomplish everything and anything I could ever want to, eventually I'm going to be forgotten? That sucks. In a way, the thought of being forgotten is scary, but at the same time, it gives us the freedom to realize that what really matters right now is the people around you, the situations you put yourself in, and how much you can accomplish with the time that you have left. And accomplish can mean a whole bunch of other things, because you get to decide. It doesn't matter after all, because in 1,000 years, no one's going to know about you. Do what you want to do. Don't do it for other people. Fame, status, all this stuff eventually fades away. On the darker side, if you realize that everything fades away to time, then you might think, well, what's the point of even carrying on, going on with this life? Well, with the thought of nothing matters, this huge weight is lifted off of your shoulders. You can do whatever you need to do to make you happy, and hopefully appreciate the gifts in your life that were just given to you, aka family, friends, the ability to watch YouTube. It can be whatever you find meaning in. Ultimately, it is up to you to decide if you are going to be someone that thinks nothing matters and is going to cause you great suffering, or if you're going to be someone that thinks nothing matters and that frees you, allowing you to do exactly what you want and need to do in this life, in these 80 years that we hopefully have. And it's not always easy to be someone that thinks the glass is half full, but I guarantee the glass will fill up faster if you think it's half full as opposed to half empty. I just made that up. That could have sounded really stupid or really smart. I'll let you decide. If I was going to give a personal example, I am 24, going to be 25 when I graduate with my bachelor's degree, which is a couple years behind the curve, mainly because I took 3 years off to get residency in a state other than the one I was born in. And I can choose that, and it simply doesn't matter that I'm 3 years behind my closest friends in terms of getting my degree. The goal is to be happy, fat, and in a loving family at 80 when I die. Being 3 years behind in terms of my bachelor's degree doesn't matter. If I did let every little thing get to me, and it does really matter that I'm 3 years behind the guys that would have graduated at 22, I'm going to be 25. It's so over, we're done. That would be just a terrible mindset to continue my career, my life, my goals and ambitions. Again, I will say it is a little dangerous to live life with the opinion that nothing matters, because you get into that hole of nothing matters. Why should I do anything? Why would I get out of bed early? Why would I work out? Why would I try at all? Nothing matters. And I think the answer is just within you, and it's going to take a little bit of digging, because something matters to you, and hopefully you're here for a reason. I'm sure you are. So figure out what matters and work towards that. But at the end of the day, in terms of society pressures and all that stuff, nothing really matters. With all that being said, I hope you see the realm of possibilities that are open to you, especially because your glass is half full. Trust me, believe me, it is. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and check out this video, which is even better than the one you're watching right now. Trust me, it's a banger.